everybody, this is Donna Meals with Empowered Meals, and we're doing day, 13? Is it 13? Oh my goodness. My girlfriend Victoria is with us. She's the Kappa girl.
Hi.
That was kind of a silly look for her, but that's okay. She's a beautiful girl.
Normally.
What I got going on here is we're gonna do some Greek chicken. I already did the marinade, but I'm gonna go through the marinade through the blueprint just so you know what we did. And I'm going to make a salad, like a Greek salad, and then I'm actually doing some green beans too. I had a bunch in there, and so we're gonna do chicken and green beans with a Greek salad, or you could make the salad the meal. You know, depends on who's coming, whatever, how it goes. So right now I have these green beans on, and I just literally, oopsie, I got them boil. I just put a little tiny bit of water in there, a little bit of salt, and some granulated garlic. Oh. Just give them a little extra flavor. And these have been going a minute or two, so I gotta hurry up so that they cook even. I forgot to put my little lid on, but and the trick is with green beans, when you get them to the right place that you want them, the best thing to do when you take them off is throw them in a little bath of ice water, because then that stops the cooking process. And I've got some, then you can just use a regular strainer. What is going on here? All right, so we use the rear one. Okay, so I've got a little bit of olive oil in the pan. I'll let that warm up for a little bit. And let's go over what we did with marinating this chicken. So I'm using my quick marinade blueprint, and I'm using the, oh, do you want to hand me that if you could? I left my little, she's switching hands there. We're trying to make this a professional production here, but.
Aren't we?
Yes. So I'm using my Greek flavor profile, and I'm just going to do a simple Greek dressing, which is, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just olive oil and red wine vinegar, and I add a little flavors and things like in there too, but that's basically what it is. So I went through my fridge and I realized some of the ingredients I had. I had some Kalamata olives, and I had some feta cheese, and some red onions, some red pepper. I don't have any tomatoes. I have a little bit of cucumber and some other peppers here. And I had some artichokes left over from my bento box actually earlier this week. So I thought, wow, why don't I just be, fastidious and make sure I use up all of that. So going through, I've gathered up and figured out what my ingredients were in my little Greek, in my flavor profile, or what I had, and I fitted into that because that made sense. So as far as the blueprint for the marinade is concerned, I had these chicken, they were in the freezer, they were in a Ziploc bag. So literally I just took a little bowl, and I'm gonna just show a little snapshot of the little ingredients as I had them together there. But I basically had a quarter cup of olive oil and a quarter cup of balsamic vinegar. Well, I put it away, but it's like a fig balsamic vinegar, and it's just really got a nice flavor to it. I didn't really need any other stock veggies. Sometimes with the marinade, you want to put like some mustard in there. I didn't think it needed it. Just going super simple, okay? And I did put some chopped garlic. And for my, that's my stock veggies, it's just the chopped garlic. I didn't have any shallots, so I didn't put them in this time. But my seasonings, I put I had some fresh rosemary, a little handful, I chopped it up, and I had some fresh mint, and I put the mint in there too. And I'm curious because I don't think I remember ever mixing the rosemary and the mint together in stuff I've made. I've had them before and thought they were interesting flavors together. So I'm going for it. So hopefully they're good. But got that pan going, and I'm just gonna throw these in. Whoop, this is done. I'm just gonna put this aside. These are kind of underdone, my little green beans. But I didn't get a nice bowl together. It is a good practice to do though. So they're kind of underdone. I'm just gonna let them finish off in the pot there. And all right, so we've got this hot pan, and this, I don't know how simple can this be. We're just gonna saute these, and I saute everything like this on high. I probably could have used a bigger pan because it's not really good when the items are touching. Like especially like ground beef, it ends up being soggy instead of, you know, caramelizing. But this is just big enough, this pan, that I can get away with that. I just kind of pulled everything off from the side. You can see that. So I got a little brown on the one side. Ooh, look at that. That's why it's nice to get that oil hot. Look how beautiful that is. Oop. Okay, we lost one. Okay, so I'm gonna let that, I'm gonna put it all the way down on low. So we got that little, you know, the sear on there and the caramelization. And that kind of sears in a little bit of the garlic and the, you know, the herbs. Obviously my rosemary and mint, the rosemary is going to be the more dominant flavor, so it's my primary. And the mint is more just kind of like, you know, even it out. And sometimes I'll throw a little parsley in there. I'm just going simple, you know. I could have thrown some dried parsley in there, but I just felt like we had enough. Because those are two pretty good, strong flavors. So, okay, so that's on low, and that's probably going to be good for another, you know, 5 minutes or so while I make the dressing. So, okay, I've got my salad dressing blueprint. A little sip of tea. That's how I stay hydrated all day long. I make herbal tea and I drink it because I'm not good at drinking just regular water. It's really hard for me to sit there and, you know, try and drink water all day. So I do this with the tea. It's got flavor, a little more interesting. So, okay, so my salad dressing blueprint, my base is oil and vinegar, obviously. Got my olive oil and, ooh, I got a half a cup. Olive oil is one of the healthiest oils. We all know that we want to do either avocado, olive, or coconut. Those are really the best ones for us. You know, canola oils, it's kind of a junk oil because it's so much GMO. Really hard to find, you know, a good canola oil. Okay, so then we've got quarter cup. You guys, I'm sitting there, you know, most of the times I just wing this stuff. I don't measure. But for our purposes today, and hopefully if you can get in the habit of using these recipe blueprints and, you know, finding ways to do different things by just putting different profiles in, you can be the cook that just throws stuff in and it tastes good all the time. It just takes, you know, it takes a little bit of practice. So, okay. So with this is also saying I could put, you know, most Italian dressings are basically just that, you know, vinegar and oil and some salt, lemon, garlic, mustard. I'm gonna stay away from the mustard. I don't need that. This is a simple Greek dressing. I'm not gonna even worry about the lemon juice. I've got plenty of my, and this is a really nice organic red wine vinegar. It's not like, which there's a lot of vinegars I don't like to use because I really am not a super tart fan. And I will, just for kicks, I'm gonna add just a little tiny bit of agave just to mellow out the vinegar itself. And if I had a shallot, I might have done this and done it in, you know, in the food processor and blended it, but for our purposes today, this is gonna be good. So I am gonna add a little salt, probably about a half teaspoon. And just for kicks, I'm gonna add a little tiny bit of my Kalamata oil, or Kalamata olive. It's the little marinade. So that does add a little, that's why I added the little bit of the agave. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So, okay. So, and the one key ingredient that I miss that I really like in there is pepper. I'm gonna put a little tiny bit of garlic. I always put salt, pepper, and garlic in everything. And I've got a little bit of white pepper in here. And guess what? I did get the go-ahead. I might put a little too much in there. White pepper is super strong, so you gotta be careful of that. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna just do a little taste. Ooh. It's good. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more vinegar. Okay. Alrighty. So that's all we got. So this is gonna be easy. I'm just gonna chop up a few things. I'm gonna actually turn this off. Let that chicken finish. It'll still keep cooking a little bit. That way you don't overdo it. I hate when chicken is overcooked. Just got some artichoke hearts left over. I'm gonna throw those in the salad. This is easy, quick. I may have enough. I already have an onion that was cut in halves. So with this, I'm gonna just go with the super, at the end of the onion. Okay, that's weird. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Peel it. Okay. I'm gonna go with just super thin shaved slices. And some people don't like onions in their salad. I don't like them unless they're super thin like this. So I can get that onion flavor, but I don't it's not overpowering. Okay. So spread those around in there. And maybe one or two more. And like I said, I don't have any tomatoes, but you know what I might do? I have a little bit of salsa, and there's some similar flavors in there. And I really like some tomatoes in there too. I like the acidity of it. And I'm just winging it. This salsa is a little bit lemon. It's actually, I read the ingredients and it's made with lemon and not lime, so it won't screw with the, so I'm gonna actually put it in the dressing. Novelty. So, and I have some cucumber. Normally, cucumbers, I'll stripe them. You know, you take a little potato peeler because the skins can get to be a little tough. I'm just going to slice these super thin, just like I did the onion. Might as well use the rest of this bad boy up. Alrighty. And I'll just cut those in half, make little half moons out of them. And I just add that in too. There we go. This is my little ghetto cutting board. And I did have some extra veggies left over from my bento box that I had already cut up that I hadn't eaten. I'm gonna stay away from the green pepper. It made me burp the other day. That's why I don't buy them anymore. It just came in a box of veggies that I had. Okay, so there. So I've got a little bit of everything. Oh, cannot forget the Kalamata olives. This is what makes a Greek salad. And of course, the feta. This is organic. And I'm not really haven't been doing any dairy, but I did get the okay. I can do pepper, ginger, and a little bit of dairy. I kind of don't do dairy anymore, but if I'm gonna have a Greek salad, I'm gonna have me some damn good feta. And not chintz it on that. So every once in a while, that's gonna be okay for me. But that's how it goes. So literally, you know, I could do my green beans and my chicken together and then do a salad, or I could have just taken the chicken, cut that up and put that in the salad too. But we're gonna do this more like a meal. So I'll post some pictures too. So that's it for me. Love you guys, and we're gonna wrap this whole thing up, this 2 weeks up tomorrow. So I'm hoping you're having a great weekend. Take care.